my God. Look in the mirror and say, Scotty, what's up? Hey, I'm getting his money. Oh. All right, what is going on, Entertainment? So time comes out with another video. We're doing a Baddies a recap. Y'all probably wonder, what the heck, Pierre? Why didn't you drop it earlier? Y'all had to take a break from this Zeus and all that TV stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not coming on here for no pity party. Y'all know I don't even get down like that. I really just had to take a mental health break because covering these networks for these past years, it's a lot of negativity attached to it. So mentally, it can be a little bit exhausting. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it really can. From the comments, the trolls, the cast, people attached to the cast, stalkers, all types of weird stuff that has happened as of late. I was like, I am exhausted. This is irritating as a mother. Okay, so I just had to step away for a little bit. It was a short break or whatever. So I am going to continue, of course, covering these networks. I'm not gonna stop covering it cold turkey or whatever. Of course, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I did think about it. But no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to y'all, okay? Because we do have a key over here about these networks. So I'm not gonna stop. Okay. So that's literally what happened. So in my job, it was a short period of time. Y'all, like, I started uploading this type of stuff for like months. Some of y'all, like, damn. It was only literally one Sunday I skipped. And let's not act like this episode was such the most interesting episode. Okay. And once again, I low-key feel like I'm entitled to do this because I cover not only Not STV but Zeus. And I've been doing it since 2020, I think even since 2019. Shameless plug, y'all. If y'all want to even check out old videos, I archived a lot of older videos. This was my first channel. It got terminated, but I got it back. It's called Edna Entertains. Y'all could even check out old interviews I've done with Naj, old girls from Blue Girls Club, all that. Okay. This right here, her name is Could Never. This is the first Gretch. Okay, before Gretch came on there saying nigga, that was the first Gretch. So y'all could even check out old videos from there. So nigga been at it at a minute. So I just had to take this little break because it's exhausting to keep up with these idiot bitches. Okay, so let's start off with the recap, y'all. So the episode starts off with y'all saw Diamond versus Biggie, and Biggie's like, bro, Diamond, you a dog, nigga. I could never be recreated, nigga. I could never be recreated. Biggie, I beg to differ. You always can be recreated, babe. Look at you. Look at her. You can always be recreated, babes. Okay. She just starts talking crap to DTV. She like, bro, she a cloud chaser, nigga. She a cloud chaser. Bro. So next thing you know, here comes Havy. She like, oh, man, I didn't even put you in the full Nelson, my nigga. Like, we didn't even do that. Like, come on. You mad at me for what, Diamond? I didn't put you in no full Nelson. I put you in the half Nelson. I could have gave you a wedgie, my nigga. Come on. Right? My whole thing is this. Tavy, what you did was wrong, point blank, period. And I'm so glad Zeus is now playing flashback clips because as you can see in that reunion, you could clearly see that there was security there. So you did not have to play security at that reunion. That situation could have been avoided altogether with you trying to hop in there playing security and Captain save a baddie. Okay? You didn't have to step in there and do that at all. What Dre said on Basketball Wives, you are not a tampon. Why are you inserting yourself? Okay? You did not have to insert yourself in like you was a tampon. All right? Now, they get the square up. Now, I hate when they do fights like this on Baddies. Because it's so long you're drawn out. They playing salsa. They da na 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 da 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 na 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 da. Oh, you a low rider. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. I just cannot stand when they do that because it's like we're watching. Can we get the BGC edit where they just chop it down to about a half a second because they ain't really doing nothing? If I would have to give it to a winner, you gonna have to give it to Tavy, baby. Okay. The whole time they squaring up and stuff. Dolly in the back, she yelling like she Diana, Miss Diana from DD4L. She like Christiana, Michaela, kick that leg up, Skylar Squad, Kayla, there it is, Christiana. She yelling in the back. I'm like, Dolly, shut up. Between her and Biggie, I don't know what's more irritating. with them yelling like that. Like that, like stop all that yelling, okay? She just screaming in the background. You could tell Rolly was getting annoyed because Rolly was like, girl, ain't no squaring up nothing. You're not doing nothing of that. Okay, Dolly, be quiet. She was basically kind of trying to tell her to shut up, right? Biggie at this point is still hot, right? Sure, bro. She a cloud chasing ass bitch, bro. She a cloud chaser. She a cloud chaser, nigga. So then here come DTB. She's about to leave. It looked like she was gonna leave the scene, but I think Zeus probably told her, like, hey, we need more entertainment because this season is a little bit of a doozy. So you're not leaving quite yet. But she walked in, she like, yeah, DTB, disturbing these. Yeah, MVP. Once again, I think this was around the time she got announced as MVP. So that's why she was kind of boasting the way that she was. And then here comes Biggie. She like, bro, I was MVP first, though, nigga. I was MVP first, then, nigga. What's up? What's up? MVP first, nigga. So then here comes Diamond. Diamond's just like, yeah, see? Jealousy. Jealousy. I told you. That's why we fell out, because she's jealous. Right? Which I'm like, Biggie, your insecurity speaks so loudly. This is what Biggie needs to learn in life. Like, sometimes it's just not your time. And I'm learning that too, okay? Like, you got to give people their props when it's their time, because later on, your time will come. Claga, okay? It will come over time, right? So, with them giving her props, you put yourself and say, oh, that's giving insecurity. Like, you wanted people to acknowledge that you were most valuable baddie first before Diamond was twice. Okay? I just hate when Biggie's insecurity speaks so loud because she does herself no favors when she does it. So Diamond starts getting into it with Tavy. She's just like, see, I like Tavy. I like Tavy, man. So she yelling at that. And then Tavy's like, I like you too, bro. I want to eat your cat. But I ain't saying none of that. But I like you, Diamond. You feel me? We could have been on like Players Club. What's up? Come on. But then you did some weird shit, yo. So she starts going on a tangent about how DTB, I guess, was in the club, right? And DTB was just like, she rapping and stuff. She rapping. She like, freak show, freak show, freak show, freak show, freak show. Natalie, nah, yeah. And I guess she like next to Tavy. So Tavy's like, yo, what? Whoa. So she didn't like that. This the thing with Tavy though. Natalie Nunn to me has bought Tavy's friendship. She to me buys a lot of the girlies' friendship. I would like her to buy my friendship. Let me stop. No shade, Natalie. Give me a coin, okay? Like, what Cash be saying? Give me a coin, right? So to me, the Diamond has bought Tavy's friendship so much that now Tavy has like undying loyalty to it. I remember she did a live one time. She was just like, yo, Natalie the type, you feel me? Like, I'm in a bind. I hit Natalie up, my daughter's birthday coming up, my son's birthday coming up. I say, Natalie, I'm trying to get my son right. Like, I'm trying to get some shit together. What's up? And Natalie, she pulled through. And I'm like, so that's why you keep her around, because she makes sure that your pockets are satisfied. Like, I don't know. Like, that to me, that's very questionable, Tavy. It says a lot about your character because you could be bought. Okay. Do I think DTB uses her to be mad? No. DTB could just stand there and Natalie gets mad. I saw that they made up. The bitches is buying bouquets and stuff. I'm like, ooh, boy, how things have changed when season 2's about to come around. DTV said, I need that check. I need that money on. Okay. The shade 1501 is not doing, probably a lot of what maybe she thought they would have been doing. So, Miss Diamond said, I need to come back. Is you talking about? Okay. And I don't blame her. Okay. So Tavy's just like, yo, like, we would have been cool, but you was doing some of that weird stuff. My whole thing is you switched up in order to keep that friendship with Natalie. Pure point blank. There's no other qualms about it. So please don't try to be a revisionist historian, okay, and rewrite history as if we did not see what the heck was going on. You know what the going on? Like, we knew what was going on, okay? Next thing you know, we see Suki. This bitch dressed like a Black Panther. Now, apparently, she was in the car speaking to Dr. Umar about taking back the kingdom, okay? the kingdom of baddies. So Dr. Moore's just like, yo, bro, you have to take the kingdom back. You gotta take the kingdom back. Her name Gretchen. She looked like Francine. So what you gotta do is decapitate her in any way possible. You gotta draw blood from her. Do you hear me? Soki, do you hear me? You gotta draw blood from her. That's the only way we're gonna take back the kingdom. And that will decapitate her from ever saying the N-word again. Do you hear me, Black Panther? Yes, master, sir. So here comes Suki. She come out the car after getting, that speech from Dr. Umar. So y'all know me. I get to the T. I was able to get some behind the scenes footage directly from Zeus sources. And y'all, this was the vein. Kim Possible was Suki, and that bitch Shiga was Gretch in green. Okay, so Suki come out of there literally looking like a Black Panther. So she comes out there, she like, when I tell y'all, they talking about she a thief in the night. No, that bitch was Black Panther. You did not see her coming. Okay, so she come out there, she's squaring up with Gretchen, sees her and immediately goes over there. Right, first round to me it looked like a tie, but that second round, had Gresh not gotten to that floor, she low-key would have got Suki. My whole thing is this whole weapon thing. I do not think Suki had anything that she used to harm Gretch. I wish they had stopped with this narrative because in this instance, I don't think she had anything. And I think what happened when she was bleeding, I think Suki clawed her in a ball like this. And that's what created that golf ball on top of her head. Okay. Gretch, you just got caught lacking. Do I feel bad for Gretch? No. One, because she keeps saying the N-word still. She don't care. And then two, she maced you. All bets should be off at this point. You should be coming with mass destruction worth of weapons. There's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You should be coming with the hardest artillery, bitch. You should be hitting up Tommy, telling her what she got in her kit. You get what I'm saying? What she got in that bag? Did she got a bat with with some nails on it? You know what I'm saying? Like you need to get something. Cause at this point, all bets are off. She clearly don't care about your well-being because she done maced you like you was a wild grizzly bear. Sorry. Like she literally based her like she was a wild grizzly bear, and you over here crying and stuff. I low-key giggle when she said, "I'm so tired of this stuff," and I'm like, "Why are you crying?" Let's go to the cover. But no, like, why are you crying? Like, why are you crying, Gretch? Why are you crying? This about the third time she done got you. You need to get her. And like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she has disrespected you in all ways at this point, and you out here just still being the victim. Do something about it, girly. Don't ever be the victim in somebody's story. You're better off being the villain in somebody's story than the victim. That will never sit right, at least with me. I just know Dr. Umar, after seeing that, he probably got horny. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Now, Suki and Sapphire, they got the ASAP up out of there. Like, let's also talk about something. How the cast is low-key scary. Because a lot of the cast got maced. Y'all didn't barely say nothing to Sapphire. Suki walked in. Some of y'all was laughing with her while they was fighting and all that. So it's like, I find that to be very odd. But y'all have all this stuff to say on the internet, though. But she was right there in the scene, and some of y'all ain't say Nathaniel to her, literally. Okay? Lex, she over here looking for Suki, like, oh my God, where's Suki? Like, come on. Like, she keeps doing stuff. Like, come on. I'm like, here go Lex Source. Loki searching for a storyline. I like you, Lex. But sometimes she be fishing for that storyline. My whole thing is this, too. Suki was right there, Lex. You should have said something right there before she even got that about it. The moment she got into it with Gretchen, you should be like, hey, like, you feel me? Like, they kind of let Suki slide, and it's like, y'all can't be mad because y'all let her slide. She was in and out, don't get me wrong, but at one point she was in. So y'all shouldn't have let her get out, especially getting maced the way that y'all did. The only person that should have been used to that mace is that damn father, because she's a cop. Besides that, nobody else should have been used to it and should have been very angry. All right. So Suki gives out her exit and she got the heck up out of there. I do feel like at the reunion, Suki, you got to come with some of that more of that bear, mate. Because you're gonna need it. Okay, the girls are gonna be coming for your neck. They have things to prove. You got people like a Coquilla, Lex, a Gretch. You know what I'm saying? They all gonna be coming for your neck, Suki. And that Panamanian, that Panamanian African cot, it can't help you fight the battle. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna need other forms of artillery than that'll help on between your legs. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, Biggie gonna sit with Rolly and DJ Sky, and Biggie just keeps ranting about that DTV. Some people are debating if she's jealous of DTV. I feel like she's jealous of maybe the artistic side of DTV. Like, you know how DTB has made it somewhat as an artist. I feel like Biggie low-key wants that deep down. And the fact that DTB does not like Natalie and always is going back and forth Natalie, I think Biggie holds resentment towards DTB because of that. Okay. So she like, bro, Rolly, nigga. She's a cloud chaser. She's a cloud chaser. Definition of a cloud chaser. They go to the internet, they try to get attention, nigga. A cloud chaser. The nigga cloud chaser, bro. Like, come on. Okay. And I hate that word because it's like a lot of the cast is cloud chasers. Because last time I checked, some of the cast this season sits more on the internet than more than DTB does. We barely have seen DTB said a thing. Mind you, she was missing half the season, don't get me wrong. But still, some of the girlies, such as Summer, Lex, who else? Coquilla, Rican, the list goes on. They be online popping it. So if she's a cloud chaser, they're all cloud chasers. I hate that word. Like, what's the point in being on TV or streaming, whatever you want to call this, if you do not want clouds? Because there got to be more to it than the money. Because the money gonna run out eventually. So you're gonna need something else with the coin, and it's clouds. Hello, like that term to me gets on my nerves so bad because it applies to everyone in some way. Y'all could consider what I'm doing clout chasing. Like, it's so annoying to me. Like, to me, DTB is a troll. I think that's the definition. Y'all know Biggie, you know, she had a hard time with it, with some English stuff, English words, as we could see in this scene. She couldn't even say ethnicities, child. She's a troll. A cloud chaser? I don't know about that. Troll, yes. An internet troll. That's basically what DTB is. Okay? Because now she already got the clout. Ain't no need to chase it. Rolly was getting annoyed in this scene. Rolly was sitting there like, you know, I'm cool with DTB, and you know, I've had talks with Diamond. I've eaten with Diamond. I low-key almost had surgery with Diamond. I like Diamond. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk crap about Diamond. She just keeps reiterating that. You can tell she was getting very annoying when to leave the scene. At one point, she gets up out of there and leaves the scene. Before that, Big is like, bro, me and Diamond, the bitch said I'm jealous of her, nigga. I never been jealous of her. You feel me? We are different in many ways. We don't eat the same chicharrones. We don't eat the same pickles. We don't eat the same jamon. We don't eat the same croquetas. We're not the same ethnicity. And then ethnic group, ethnicity. She couldn't even say. I'm like, Dibby, stop while you're ahead. We get that you're big Dominican, okay? You don't have to remind us, babes. We get it. We get it. So they kind of ended off there. At one point, Rolly ends up meeting with Scotty. Okay, so they end up sitting down and they start talking about everything that has transpired, like between the girls and stuff like that. And the topic of Natalie gets brought up. Now, I will be doing a Zeus Town Hall very soon. I done seen some of the stuff that's been going on, bruh. Which, by the way, I'm so over that song and dance between those 2 and 3. It's like it's the same crap. Talk a lot of crap before another season. Y'all come right back to the next season. Like, girl, bye. And I'm talking about Anna, Scotty, all them girlies. Like, they let me. They go right back. Okay? Zeus called. They sit there as random confessionals. Okay? Anyways, they start talking about Natalie, whatever, and the friendship and all of that. And then Rolly's basically telling her, like, oh my God, it's been, you know, y'all been going through this for like a long period of time. So Scotty gets to talking about her weight training and how she used to be a personal trainer, right? And how she's gonna teach the girls, some personal training during this season. I'm like, girl, Scotty, you about like 5 seasons too late. You've been supposed to do this. I don't know if they've been telling her she can't do this on camera because she can't promote her personal business, but I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been supposed to have Scotty with the body merch fitness line, Scotty with the body personal training, a company where you hire other baddies to personal train under your company. Like the list goes on. But hey, who am I? I know nothing. And y'all, I take back everything I said about Rolly Child. Losing weight is nothing easy, girl. I'm in the process myself, and it's like it's so hard. It's like an emotional journey. Like I be feeling like what was Rolly's show called? It wasn't called Raising Rolly. It was called Building Rolly, whatever the show called. I felt like that for the past month. I'm like, oh my God. It really do be making you want to rush and go on that table. Like, oh my, it's not easy, y'all. It is not easy. So I don't take back everything I said about Rolly because I do feel like she's very lazy, but it is not as easy as others may think. Okay, so shout out to Scotty for being able to upkeep that body. Don't forget, don't stop relying on that body, Scotty, right? She's been doing it, but it's hard upkeep. So you got to give her props because the bitch does look good, even pregnant. So it's the next day. Gretch walks into a scene with Smiley, Illa, and then also Fauna, right? She walks in. Here comes Smiley. Let me see your forehead. Let me see your forehead. Gretch like, what, nigga? You just see my forehead. Let me see your tatas. No, Gretch, you should have been like, let me see your booty. Because girl, Smiley's booty is the more of an odd shape that's what's on your forehead. So that would have been more of, a read if you told her, let me see your booty. You should have told her, turn around. Because that would have got her. No shade. Don't you dare try to poke fun at my body part, Smiley, when you over there having that BB swell on your booty. Yes, a BB swell. A BBL that's swelling. So after that scene, which to me was useless, Gretchen apparently ends up leaving. Okay. How do I feel about Gretchen? I feel like Gretchen needs to go back to Mob Wives. They're casting for a new season, and they could use the Puerto Rican baddie. Let me stop. But no, for real. I feel like Gretchen. I don't think she's racist. I never thought Gretchen was racist. I just feel like she just needs to stop saying the N word when a black person, a physically black person tells her, hey, can you not say the N word? It makes me feel uncomfortable. She should have, to me, enough respect to not say it. And the fact that she cannot compute and understand that is the ignorance to me because it shouldn't be that hard because it's not like your life depends on you saying the N word, even though it's been in your vernacular for I don't know how long. It needs to get out, especially in this day and age that we're living in, babes. Because at the end of the day, you put over, you are a white woman. They're not gonna say that's a Puerto Rican woman. They're gonna say we just put over that white woman. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about her. Do I think she should come back for chapter 2? No, not really, because it always comes back to this whole situation, and it's so draining to hear about it on a constant basis. All we hear about is this N-word, N-word, N-word situation. So then on the other side, we see this scene where the DJs are there. We have Big Lex, Dolly, and then Jayla. Child, why DJ Scott said, I heard that, some of the baddies said they preferred they preferred for me to DJ and not you. But that's besides the point. DJ Ari said, that was only Biggie. They try to really push this whole DJ beef, and it's so stupid to be like, ain't nobody really checking for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, DJ Scott not gonna be out here scrapping with no DJ Ari, girl. Like, what they gonna be flipping turntables? What y'all gonna be doing? Y'all gonna be throwing headphones? Girl, bye. Like, it's never that serious to me. It's never that deep. And I do not think that is something that they could need to stop pushing. Okay. They start talking about this whole May situation, and some of the girls still feel a little bit of ways towards Suki. I kind of wish that Zeus kind of forced Suki into having that scene because I wanted to see if the girls would keep that same energy because I did notice when Suki basically was saying she does jump when she was getting into a Gretch, I didn't see any of the girls really step up, like, no, you're not gonna jump. And if you do, I'm gonna get you. Like, none of the girls really piped up to Suki, but behind her back, they have all these things to say. That's one thing I do notice. So Scotty does her workout class. We're gonna call it the BBL realness workout, because out of that whole scene, everybody in that scene has a BBL except for, if I'm not mistaken, Fauna, Biggie, and that everybody else do. Tasiki got a BBL. Kokilla got a BBL. Smiley, we know she got a BBL. Scotty, of course, doesn't have a BBL. She doesn't count because she's the host of the scene. But mostly everybody else besides those two that I mentioned and Scotty had a BBL. So like, Scotty, you're just helping them working out the BBL. You know what I'm saying? You're not really helping them do much. You know what I'm saying? I did enjoy them having that scene because it's good to kind of see them do something positive versus just scrapping and just talking crap the whole time. Plus, it highlighted what one of the girls actually does in real life, which is personal training. So Biggie sits with Tasiki and then Mariah, they start talking about the whole DTV thing. Mariah's like, that hurts my heart and everything. Mariah must be a hard person to be friends with because she's cool with a lot of people. So that to me would be such a conflict of interest, because it's like you can't be too cool with an Apple mind, babes. Like, it's just like I got bad trust issues as it is. So it's like, I don't know if I could have been Mariah's friend if I was Biggie and some of the other girls, because she's too cool and mixy with a lot of the girls. That would bother me. Okay. Next thing you know, they say, oh my God, uh, freaking Automac is here. Now, Automac, what is this? What is this? Automac decided to go for a little bit of a rocker look. Okay. Y'all know Automac says she's not a big fan of the gays. She's very, very, vocal about that. Anything a gay subject comes up, she's in the comments saying, I know, right? And agreeing with it. Well, you might want to change your tune, because if a gay puts you in this, they're sabotaging you. No shade, okay? She's giving us a little bit of Edna, okay? Edna decided to go, she went a little bit punk. She went a little bit of funk. She now listens to Willow Smith. Wait a minute, I think I got me. Wait a minute. Okay, she has started to go a little bit of punk and a little bit of funk. Okay, she even attends Kiss concerts. All right, I'm saying? Like, she even applied to be on Rock of Love. She found out they weren't casting no more. Like, she has really kind of revamped her life. And now we end up with this look. Auto, please. I saw one person in the comments say, oh, I liked it. She did something different. Let's get it popping on this stomping on this dancery. We about to man, please, Anna. Okay, you got a lot of nerve to be popping it as much as you do, coming up looking like this. Okay, and the cuts don't even look even. Please. This is why I'm happy I cover other things besides baddies and stuff like that, because it's so repetitive. Like, I feel like I've seen this scene 10 times before. Like, Anna leaving and coming back, and they all have to catch up with what's happened. We all know it's due to other things besides her, unfortunately, dealing with the death. If that is true, my condolences to her. But I do feel like it's other things. Allegedly, her man popped Lemmy Pepper. It's no shade. Some even confirmed this. I said this in another video. Other bloggers have said this as well. Jade. So it's just like, we've seen this kind of like all before. They catching her up or whatever, and they trying to tell her, what's going on and stuff. Next thing you know, in the next scene, we see Sapphire sitting. Mariah walks up to her and starts going over this whole messy situation. I am so sick of Mariah with this whole thing. Like, girl, who cares at this point? The deed has already been done, if we're gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? The mace has been sprayed. The boob is on top of Gretchen's forehead. There's not much left to be said. You get what I'm saying? And also, Sapphire, you gonna have to pop Mariah one good time, because she thinks she be G-checking you. And I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. It bothers me a little bit. So DTV, y'all, go sits with Natalie, okay? So here comes Natalie when she walks in. she come. So many people have been, requesting to meet with me. So, DTV, that's your name, right? There's a lot of things that I feel like I'm always like on edge with you. I feel like I have to make you like an example. And I take accountability because, that's here comes DTV. DTV's like, oh, you taking accountability? Like, what? Right? So she kind of playing in Allie's face a little bit at this point. Natalie was very grown woman for the most part about this. I kind of gagged a little bit. She even went from the first thing that they really got into to me was the whole tampon string situation. I'm glad she brought that up because that to me was very like that was a mean girl thing. Like I feel like both you guys are women at the end of the day, right? So it's like there's certain things like that where it's like only y'all two would know about that experience, which is having a menstrual cycle. So for you to kind of like clown her about that, you don't know her like that. You had just really met her like that, and you kind of made a joke about it instead of like pulling her to the side, like, hey, you on Zeus, right? And like, I don't want the cameras, they shady as hell. They're gonna pick up the fact that your string is hanging out. You get what I'm saying? It's not like she's Summer. Diamond's not a nasty girl. You know what I'm saying? She might rap nasty and all that, but she's not a nasty girl. So it's just like that in itself. That to me is why I really started being Team DTV when it comes to Natalie, because it's like that was very unnecessary. I don't care what nobody says. That was so unnecessary. So then they start talking about some of the other drama they done had from the summer recording. It was other stuff too. Oh yeah, the Tasiki T thing. At that point, after she did that whole tampon string situation, I just felt like that was just Natalie just hating on DTV because she saw that she was a star. It's no shade. I feel like she's never liked her because she realized that DTV has her own fandom that comes with her. She entered in Baddies with a strong fandom. That's like me going on the show, not Zeus though, but another show, and I already, the entertainers go ride. Ugh. One thing about it, you feel me? Okay, okay, like you feel me? Like it's just like people like that. They're hard to find. Like you're not gonna find and cast people on shows, and they already have an army coming behind them. That's not easy. So DTV came in with an army behind her, and I think that kind of irritated Diamond. Like to me, the main reason why is two. Natalie could never say Zeus made Diamond the Body because they did not make Diamond the Body. They assisted Diamond the Body in helping us to know her more. But did they make her? No. And you can't say that. The other baddies, some of the other baddies you can. Zeus made Tavy Baby. No shade. Zeus made Fauna. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the girls you can really say that. You can't say that with DTV. And I think that irritates a little bit of Natalie. So the problem that I didn't like though, DTV, you can't talk about, oh, let's fight. You know Natalie ain't gonna be on that type of time, man. The girl barely been around. What you think she was gonna say? Oh yeah, let's fight. Let's square up. She not finna do that. So that to me was idiotic on DTV's end. So they get up. Next thing you know, DTV said, kabow! And she threw like a purse. It reminded me of my boys when Drita got into it with Karen. She said, get up, Karen. And then Karen, like, she threw like no, that wasn't the same scene. When they sat down at the little dinner with the new girls, and then Karen had that little that chain when she was swash at Natalie, that's what it gave to me. And it kind of ended the episode off there. I do feel like what Natalie has said is right. It would make sense for them to do a boxing match, even though I think Natalie will whip DTV's ass. Because one thing about it, when Natalie gets into that sports mode, bitch, forget about it. I think she'll whip her ass in the ring. So it would be more smart though to me to do it that way versus them fist fighting hand in hand, because it's like, at least if y'all gonna do that, make money out of it. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. Stay tuned for more videos because I'm back, bitch. And we all babies.